Welcome to Second Take, the show that focuses on the issues behind the news. Mining Weekly editor Martin Creamer joins me today to unpack the latest in the mining industry. Welcome, Martin.
Thanks, Darby.
Tell us about the Manganese Metal Company developing battery-grade manganese sulphate as the global battery electric vehicle market grows.
This is a South African industrial jewel, and nobody's been writing about it. Now, it already produces in the Lowveld, that beautiful Lowveld. You fly it, to go to Kruger National Park. That's where the people end up at the airport, but we went off to this fantastic factory, Manganese Metal Company, that produces the world's purest manganese from waste product coming in from hot as hell in the Northern Cape. And this fantastic product goes into Japan. 56% of it is bought by Japan. 25% is bought by the United States. 10% is bought by Europe. So it's a massive exporter. And because the world is now moving into battery metals, they are also going to do so with manganese sulphate. If they succeed with this, the sky is going to be the limit for this company. And it is in Mbombela, Nelspruit, and the people are already very excited about it. There are 400 employees who are so skilled, it's really remarkable. And then there are 200 other contractors that work in there. And it's very diverse, these skills, and they're ready now to move into this next level of producing manganese sulphate, which would be a huge plus for South Africa. You know, a company we've hardly heard of. It's chaired by Bernard Swanepoel. He's very well known, of course. You know, he's a mining luminary. He's been around, and so everybody knows who he is, and he's the chairman and he's the leader of the place, and he's led it for the last 13 years. So it's an incredibly promising company that I think we'll start hearing about now a lot more.
And also tell us about the first set of courses launched by Copper 360 School of Mining, which is aimed at nurturing human capital.
You see this, eh? The Northern Cape is becoming a huge mining area. You know, like parts of Australia were 30 years ago. That's what the Northern Cape is showing signs of being now. You know, all sorts of metals coming through there. And one of them, of course, is copper, others are zinc, but there's an array of metals that could come out of there. And they're coming at such a pace that they realized we've got to create a school of mining. We're going to need so many skills around here, and there are people unemployed. So get them into this school. Now, this has been initiated by Copper 360 because Copper 360 realizes that they're going to need those skills. So they want to start nurturing them. But of course, they're not just doing it for themselves. They're doing it for the whole region because they know there's going to be demand for this. But at the moment, all those 7 courses that they've launched now, those are really not degree courses, they're not diploma courses, but already on the horizon are degree courses, diploma courses, and linking, to a top mining school in London. So this is going to be hugely important for South Africa and very important for that Northern Cape region that is going to be a mining capital second to none.
And lastly, Martin, talk to us about the major resources upgrade at Copper 360's Rietberg copper mine in the Northern Cape.
See, this is the Northern Cape again. So you get this company, it was led by Jan Nelson. He started off by walking through the Northern Cape and seeing waste dumps. And he said, what are these waste dumps? What's in these waste dumps? Oh, nothing. They've been there for hundreds of years. Are you sure? There's nothing. Can I get permission to find out what's in here? So, of course, he got permission, and he found some of the richest copper you've ever come across. So he immediately started making copper plate for export. But then he linked up with Shirley Hayes there. And they've now listed on the Johannesburg Stock Exchange, Altex Exchange. They've listed their company this year, and it's really getting a lot of attention because every time they try and find out how much copper is here, They are astounded. They've now got 12 mines that they're going to develop. So 12 assets are going to be developed. They're going to get copper out of those 12 assets. And they're going to use cluster mining because they're all in the area. And they're going to have one process plant. So this is going to be great economically as well. But just coming out of Rietberg now, they go into Rietberg. And in decades back, you know, the major mining companies were active there. So they started creating mining infrastructure. Now, this Copper 360 is taking that over. Huge advantage. Because at Rietberg, you know, you've got mining infrastructure already. So now they've got to confirm that what these mining majors said was there is in the ground, copper. They go in, they find that there's so much more. You know, this latest report is that they said it's like comparing it to a jet ski. You know, you think you're going to go jet skiing on a little jet ski. But what you find is an aircraft carrier under there with 5 layers. And, you know, it's ready to get to that asset fast. So they are in a wonderful position, and the core mine will be this Rietberg. But, you know, there are 11 others that have come through. So this is going to be major. You know, I think that's going to be really big for the Northern Cape because the world wants copper at the moment. The world is going to go for copper like you've never seen because the world is electrifying. Everything's going to be electric. And to have that electricity conducted, you need a lot of copper. And they're going to be able to supply. So it's, again, fantastic for the province and South Africa.
Thanks for chatting to us, Martin.
It's a great pleasure, Tabi.
That's it for today. Join us again next week for more news analysis on the local and global mining industries. And also don't forget to listen to the audio version of our Mining Weekly daily email newsletter.